In the year 2489, humanity's quest for exploration and knowledge has propelled them across the cosmos, landing them on a distant planet known as Cora 4. A small research outpost named Omega-3, nestled among the rugged terrain and teeming with bizarre flora and fauna, has become a hub of scientific inquiry. Among the diverse team of researchers, Dr. Ilara Voss stands out, a brilliant xenobiologist with an unquenchable thirst for discovery. Her passion for the unknown drives her to uncover the secrets of this wild world. One fateful day, while conducting her usual fieldwork, Ilara stumbles upon a set of enormous footprints that pique her curiosity. Intrigued, she follows the trail into the heart of the dense forests, her pulse quickening with each step. As she ventures deeper, she suddenly finds herself in a hidden clearing where she witnesses a sight that will forever change the course of her life: a Dracorian, a creature so fearsome that entire civilizations had crumbled before its might. The Dracorian is a massive predator, standing nearly 10 feet tall, with iridescent scales shimmering in hues of black and violet. Its eyes burn like molten gold, fierce and calculating. Ilara watches, both terrified and captivated, as the creature feasts on the remains of a lesser predator. This beast is the epitome of primal ferocity, an apex predator whose very presence commands respect and instills fear. Just as Ilara is entranced by the sight, her colleagues, drawn by her excitement, arrive at the clearing. Their loud voices shatter the moment of awe, drawing the Dracorian's attention. Ilara's heart races as the creature shifts its focus onto her, its fierce gaze piercing through her. In a split second of instinct, she steps back, inadvertently snapping a branch underfoot. The sound echoes in the stillness, and the Dracorian roars, asserting its dominance. In a panic, Ilara instinctively reaches into her pocket and grabs a handful of berries, an unusual sample she had collected earlier. As she throws the berries toward the Dracorian, they burst open, splattering bright red juice across its face. To her astonishment, the creature pauses, intrigued by the sudden offering. In that moment, a connection is forged, an accidental beginning of a bond between human and beast. Over the next few weeks, Ilara returns to the clearing, determined to establish a rapport with the Dracorian, whom she names Thorn, due to the sharp spikes adorning its back. She brings offerings of food, fruits, small game, and other samples from the forest. With each visit, Thorn grows more accustomed to her presence. Ilara learns to recognize the nuances of his body language, discovering that beneath his fearsome exterior lies intelligence and emotion. Thorn begins to view Ilara as a provider rather than a threat, and together they embark on a series of adventures through the forests of Cora 4. As Ilara's bond with Thorn deepens, she finds herself increasingly captivated by the creature's complexity. They explore the vibrant ecosystem together, uncovering hidden wonders and forging an unbreakable connection. Thorn becomes a source of strength for Ilara, a companion that understands her in ways no human could. Ilara shares her dreams and ambitions with Thorn, and in return, he responds with gentle nudges and curious glances, solidifying their unique relationship. However, as Ilara becomes more entrenched in her bond with Thorn, concerns grow within Omega-3. Dr. Anton Krieger, the outpost commander, is particularly wary of the creature. He views Thorn as a potential threat that could jeopardize their mission. In a heated meeting, he confronts Ilara, expressing his fears. "You're playing with fire, Ilara. That creature is dangerous. One wrong move, and it could kill you." Despite Anton's concerns, Ilara remains resolute. "You don't understand. Thorn isn't just a beast, he's intelligent. I know we can communicate. We can learn from each other," she insists, her determination unwavering. As tensions rise among the researchers, Ilara finds herself at a crossroads. She is torn between her passion for science and the safety of her colleagues. Thorn, despite his fearsome nature, is becoming an essential part of her life. She believes that if she can help Thorn find his place within their community, he could become a valuable ally in their exploration efforts. Just as Ilara is grappling with her conflicting emotions, news arrives of a new threat on the horizon. A notorious group of mercenaries known as the Scavengers has begun targeting Cora 4, hunting the Dracorian for its valuable scales and organs. Their ruthless reputation precedes them, and the thought of Thorn being captured or killed sends a wave of panic through Ilara. Determined to protect her friend, Ilara rallies her colleagues, urging them to take action. She proposes a plan to fortify their outpost and establish a perimeter around Thorn's territory to keep the mercenaries at bay. "If we can show Thorn that we're on his side, he'll protect us," she argues passionately, her conviction palpable. But Anton remains skeptical, worried that their efforts might only escalate the situation. "You're risking all of our lives, Ilara. We can't waste resources on a creature that's already a danger," he retorts. But Ilara's determination is unwavering. She believes in Thorn, in their bond, and in the possibility of coexistence. As preparations commence, Ilara works tirelessly to reinforce their defenses. She coordinates with her fellow researchers, constructing barriers and setting up surveillance systems to monitor any approaching threats. The atmosphere within the outpost grows tense as they brace for the inevitable confrontation with the Scavengers, who are drawing ever closer. One fateful night, the mercenaries launch a surprise attack on Omega-3. Their ships descend from the stars like predators seeking prey. Alarms blare throughout the outpost, and chaos erupts as the researchers scramble to defend their home. Ilara's heart races with adrenaline as she realizes that the moment of truth has arrived. Rushing to Thorn's territory, Ilara calls out into the darkness. "Thorn, we need you!" The sound of gunfire reverberates through the trees, and she knows that every second counts. Suddenly, a massive silhouette emerges from the shadows, and Thorn appears, eyes ablaze with ferocity and determination. In that moment, Ilara realizes that their bond has transformed Thorn into an ally, a protector willing to fight for those he considers friends. "Come on, Thorn, let's show them what you can do," she urges, and the Dracorian lets out a deafening roar that echoes through the night. The ensuing battle is fierce and chaotic. The Scavengers, armed with advanced weaponry, storm the outpost, but Thorn emerges as a force of nature. With agility and strength that defy his massive size, he leaps into the fray, engaging the mercenaries with primal ferocity. Ilara watches in awe as Thorn demonstrates his combat prowess, taking down Scavenger after Scavenger with terrifying efficiency. As the battle rages on, Ilara fights alongside her colleagues, desperately trying to keep the Scavengers at bay. The adrenaline fuels her every move as she battles to protect Thorn and her fellow researchers. With Thorn as their secret weapon, they push back against the attackers determined to survive. Just when it seems like victory is within reach, the Scavenger leader, a ruthless mercenary named Cade Voss, enters the battlefield. Armed with an experimental energy weapon, Cade locks his sights onto Thorn, intent on taking down the creature. Ilara's heart races with fear as she realizes the danger Thorn is in. She knows that if Cade gets a shot off, it could end in disaster. In a moment of instinct, Ilara lunges toward Cade, determined to protect her friend. "Get away from him!" she screams, but Cade smirks, unfazed by her desperation. "You think that beast can protect you? You're nothing but a fool." As Cade raises his weapon, the world seems to slow. In that split second, Thorn senses Ilara's fear and charges at Cade, unleashing a primal roar that reverberates through the battlefield. The mercenary barely has time to react before Thorn is upon him, and the two engage in a fierce struggle. Ilara watches with bated breath as Thorn grapples with Cade, the ground shaking beneath their immense power. The creature's ferocity is matched only by Cade's ruthlessness, and the outcome remains uncertain. As they clash, Ilara realizes that Thorn is not just a beast, he is a guardian, willing to risk everything to protect her. With a surge of determination, Ilara joins the fight, drawing on her training as she assists her colleagues in fending off the remaining Scavengers. They push back, their spirits bolstered by Thorn's presence as he faces off against Cade. The tide begins to turn, and the mercenaries start to falter under the combined might of the researchers and the Dracorian. Finally, with a powerful strike, Thorn overpowers Cade, sending the mercenary sprawling to the ground. The energy weapon clatters away, forgotten in the chaos. In that moment, Ilara rushes to Thorn's side, her heart swelling with pride. "You did it, Thorn! You protected us!" she exclaims, tears of relief streaming down her face. As the remaining scavengers retreat, their morale shattered. The victory feels bittersweet. Ilara and her team emerge from the chaos, bruised and battered but alive. They gather around Thorn, who stands tall and proud, a testament to the bond they have forged. In the aftermath of the battle, Omega-3 becomes a stronger community, united by their shared experiences and the incredible connection they have formed with Thorn. Ilara's relationship with the Dracorian deepens as they continue to explore the mysteries of Cora 4 together. She knows that their journey is far from over, and the challenges they face will only strengthen their bond. As the stars twinkle overhead, Ilara reflects on the journey that has brought her to this moment. What began as a simple curiosity about an unknown creature has blossomed into an extraordinary alliance, one that transcends the boundaries of species. In a universe filled with dangers, they have discovered that loyalty and love can overcome even the fiercest of predators. Together, Ilara and Thorn stand at the precipice of a new adventure, ready to explore the uncharted territories of their world and the cosmos beyond. They have become an inseparable team, united by their shared experiences and the understanding that true strength lies in the bonds they have forged. With each new dawn on Cora 4, they will face whatever challenges come their way, knowing that as long as they stand together, they can conquer the darkest corners of the universe. In the heart of the cosmos, amidst the chaos and wonder, their story will continue, a tale of bravery, friendship, and the unexpected connections that can change everything. As time passes, Ilara and Thorn grow inseparable. They venture into the unexplored regions of Cora 4, discovering new species, unearthing ancient ruins, and documenting the planet's unique ecosystems. The bond between human and Dracorian flourishes, becoming a symbol of hope and resilience for the entire research team. Ilara's determination to protect Thorn and their newfound alliance inspires her colleagues to embrace the possibility of coexistence with other species. They begin to understand that humanity's arrogance and assumptions about the superiority of their species can lead to devastating consequences. The lessons learned from Thorn's loyalty and intelligence shape their approach to exploration, urging them to tread lightly and respect the creatures they encounter. News of their adventures spreads across the scientific community, drawing attention from researchers and enthusiasts alike. Ilara becomes a celebrated figure, known for her groundbreaking work with Thorn and her efforts to redefine humanity's relationship with the cosmos. Together, they become ambassadors for understanding and cooperation, showing that even the fiercest predators can become allies when approached with respect and compassion. However, as their fame grows, so do the challenges they face. The scavengers, now humiliated by their defeat, regroup and seek revenge. They form a coalition with other mercenary groups, determined to capture Thorn and exploit his strength for their own gain. The mercenaries launch a campaign against Omega-3, targeting Ilara and her team, hoping to dismantle their operation and claim the Dracorian for themselves. Amidst the rising threat, Ilara finds herself grappling with the responsibilities of leadership. The safety of her team and Thorn weighs heavily on her shoulders. She realizes that their journey has evolved from mere exploration to a fight for survival, and she must rise to the occasion. In response to the renewed threat, Ilara devises a plan to fortify Omega-3 further, strengthening defenses and creating strategies to outsmart the mercenaries. With Thorn by her side, she trains her colleagues, emphasizing the importance of teamwork and unity. Together, they become a force to be reckoned with, preparing to face whatever challenges lie ahead. As the tension mounts, Ilara and Thorn's bond deepens. They rely on each other for strength and support, facing their fears and uncertainties together. Elara often finds solace in Thorn's presence, knowing that he will always stand by her side, ready to protect her at a moment's notice. In the final showdown, the scavengers launch a full-scale assault on Omega-3, intent on capturing Thorn once and for all. The researchers stand resolute, armed with determination and the knowledge they've gained from their experiences. Elara takes charge, leading her team into battle, their spirits unbreakable. As the mercenaries breach the perimeter, chaos erupts. Thorn charges into the fray, his roar echoing across the battlefield as he takes on the attackers with unparalleled ferocity. Elara fights alongside her colleagues, using every skill she has honed to defend their home. The battle rages on, and just when it seems that the scavengers may overpower them, Elara and Thorn make a final stand. In a desperate attempt to protect her team, Elara confronts Cade Voss once more, refusing to back down. "You will never take him from us," she declares, her voice steady. With a fierce determination, Thorn launches himself at Cade, their clash shaking the ground beneath them. Elara knows that this battle will determine their fate, and she fights with everything she has. Together, they prove that the bond between human and creature can overcome even the darkest of threats. As the dust settles and the last remnants of the scavengers are driven away, Elara stands victorious alongside Thorn. They have fought for their home and each other, solidifying their place in the universe as an unstoppable duo. The research team, battered but unbroken, comes together in celebration, knowing that they have forged something extraordinary. In the aftermath, Elara reflects on their journey. She understands that their story is just beginning, and together, they will continue to explore the cosmos, unraveling its mysteries and forming new alliances along the way. As they look to the stars, they know that the bonds of loyalty, courage, and friendship will guide them through whatever challenges lie ahead. The universe is vast, filled with both wonder and danger. But with Thorn at her side, Elara feels an unshakable sense of hope. Together, they will write a new chapter in the saga of humanity, a tale of exploration, understanding, and the unbreakable bonds that can be forged across the cosmos.